Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. If you guys didn't know, we are getting a brand new update, and well, there's going to be a whole lot of new top tier vehicles in this update for air and ground, and possibly even ships, not sure about that yet, but air and ground. And today we have the T90M on the same day that the Challenger 3P was also just announced. Really crazy news. So that being said, T90M was expected, however, and this will be a relatively large upgrade over the T90A currently in the Russian Ground Forces tech tree. Now, this will be a rank 8 MBT, of course, for the Russians, and will have a ton of new things, including relict ERA, a laser warning system, apparently a better engine, which I was not expecting. I thought that was only on the T90MS, and of course, it's saying a reduced number of weak spots via a new turret design. So very, very cool. So the T90M features a new welded turret with built-in modular ERA, which of course will be the Relict rather than the Contact 5. Now, the Relict armor is among the best ERA in the world. It will have, I think, upwards of 1100 millimeters of heat FS protection, which is just phenomenal. And of course, it will still be effective versus things like APF SDS, just a little bit less so. Of course, the stronger APF SDS shells will still be able to get through it, but not necessarily as easily, especially at angles and things like that. So overall, this will have superior armor. So apparently it also says here that this will have, again, a new welded turret with an extended bustle at the back that holds a selection of ammunition. It says, thanks to this ammunition, some shells that were previously located in the main fighting compartment have been moved into this new isolated area, helping to improve the T90's survivability when penetrated from the front. This will help. I believe that doesn't mean that this will have a blowout panel at all in the turret, kind of similar to the M1s and I believe also the Leopard 2s. However, it's still a pretty cool feature that should, as is mentioned here, actually help survivability. Now, this will have the same cannon as the T90A, which will feature 9M11, 9M1 ATGMs, which are tandem charged, by the way, the same heat FS, HE, and it says 2 APF SDS shells. I think Gaijin is being intentionally vague here by not saying exactly which types of ammunition it gets. Basically, that is the same exact loadout that the current T90A has, which makes sense being that this is the same exact cannon, so it should have access to the 3PM42 and 3PM60 APF SDS. Now, it does say that this will have a brand new Commander's panoramic sight, and of course, I believe Gen 2 or Gen 3 thermals, which will be very good. It will lack the Shara 1 active protective system, the APS. However, of course, as mentioned before, this will have a laser warning system. Plus, of course, ERA will be covering where the APS was. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. I kind of prefer not having the APS because not only is that a giveaway, but that is also a bit of a weak spot. Now, it also looks like there are some sort of chains kind of being draped down in front of the turret. I'm not entirely sure if that will work or if that is, at least for now, an aesthetic feature, but pretty damn cool. Now, despite what I said in the intro, I was actually doing a little bit more research, and yes, the T90M does see an increase in horsepower at around 1130 horsepower, so it is around a 13% increase over the 1000 horsepower that we currently have in the standard T90A in War Thunder, which should provide, even despite the extra weight, a decent amount of increased mobility, although of course the reverse speed will still be the same at only 4 kilometers per hour, so if you make a move, you better stick with it because you are not getting away unless you turn your vehicle around. That being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I mean, this is just it was a very expected vehicle, unlike the Challenger 3P, but it's very interesting reading through this dev blog exactly what it will be getting, because of course, even though the specs and this, that, and the other source says whatever online, we don't know exactly what a vehicle will be getting until it's mentioned in the dev blog, and further, until we see what the dev server and the live server, much more so, actually has to bring. So very interesting to see. But either way, thanks so much for watching. Please, if you don't mind, consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Check out my Challenger 3 video if you guys want a quick explanation of that, and my air superiority trailer analysis. Tons of videos coming out in the last 2 days. But either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.